Hi, and welcome to this demonstration of the ROI console mass emailer component. This component is heavily based on the Epicor CRM license. So you'll know if you bought the CRM license, if you go to sales management with an Epicor and there's a customer relationship management menu item there, and you will see items, key items such as the salesperson workbench. Shouldn't have loaded that, bear with me. Close that down. Salesperson workbench, and you will see things like marketing activity type, advertisement campaign list, list generator, and so on and so forth. Now, even though the Epicor CRM license encompasses quite a lot of functionality and provides a lot of benefit to many customers, some customers have asked me, what type of application really can we use for, these setup programs that we've got, like marketing, advertisement type, campaign, list, marketing list generation? What can we do with those? How can we integrate those with the Epicor database and run a business process that generates revenue? Well, if one of your ways of communicating with customers for a sales process, for a subscription list, for any type of really campaign that requires emails, well, this is why we've essentially developed this enhancement. Now, as I said, it's not a CRM through session. But we will be covering, obviously, the standard suspect, prospect, customer route, through our process. So if I get on with it, I'll be able to show you exactly how this component works. Now, essentially, the first thing that you do in any marketing activity is obviously to obtain your marketing database and then import that into Epicor. Whether you do that into the customer table as a suspect with a flag, or a UD table or any other type of table, is pretty much irrelevant, because the email shot process works on a BAQ, and essentially, we just need to have it in the database and retrieved by a particular BAQ to be used as our to email address within the system. I say to, but I'm actually using BCC because we're talking about mass emailing marketing campaigns here, and we try to fall within all rules: IP whitelist, blacklisting, spam rules, and all those types of things as well. So that's the reason we've got particular functionalities. Okay, so essentially what I've done is imported all my data in UDO1. As you can see here, I own all these emails. I'm not going to get any trouble for people for sending those emails to people. Now, what I need to do is create my BPM that returns that data to be used in the marketing list. So if we review this, you can see I've created a BAQ saying called MS Camp 12/10/2017. It's just from the UDO1 table. And if I bring that back, you can see I've got all the fields, but I've got a field label of EE email there. The ROI email console, the ROI console email component doesn't care about the field label. It cares about the field alias. So you need to be using the field in the display fields column select alias for the your to email, which will be configured actually, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. So as I said, you need this field to be brought through. So certain configurations need to take place before the ROI console mass email component can be used. And due to flexibility reasons, enhancements, evolutions, and so on and so forth, I've selected simply the user codes table to store those settings. So you need at least a code type ID of ROI and then in that code type, you need a UD code with a description, a short description of CRM proc, and then you configure it in the long description there. So as you can see here, we've got a data field called dr field is equal to UD01 key 1. So that's going to be my mass email to address, or indeed the BCC for my mail shop. The rest of the configurations that you've got here, SMTP, port, user, and password, are in fact for the SMTP server that you're going to be using to send these emails. I've selected to use, you can see my SMTP server here is smtp-relay sendinblue.com. I've actually opted to use, in this case, a external provider for transactional emails. Now, that may be better in your scenario, but if you further wish to keep all that information within Epicor, in the future there will be a further revision of this enhancement that will allow you to do that. But we're not going to cover any of that process in this example as it stands at the moment, because that's version 1. Version 1 is priced for a particular reason, because it's put, it's positioned cost effectively. I mean, this enhancement owes me over 6k in labour. I'm retailing it at 1999 plus VAT, and version 2, when it comes to any enhancements, obviously going to be priced differently. So that's how it is. So anyway, let's get back to our external sender, Sendinblue. So as you can see here, I've got an external provider with a transactional system. And if I look at those settings, what I've got for the configuration of those settings is an SMTP relay server. And those are the settings that I've used in this particular enhancements. And if I go to the statistics, we can see, in fact, what statistics this external provider has provided me. Delivered, complaint, openers, hard bounce, clickers, soft bounce, bounce, blocked, and we can see the number of those entries. We can see who we've sent to, who we sent from, what the event has taken place from, and so on and so forth. So to be honest with you, at this point for a version 1, it really is quite a useful and functional analytics platform, to be honest with you. And many people in CRM implementations do use external systems, but the point of ERP is integrated data, consolidated reporting. So there will be a function in the future that does something like this. Okay, so that's a configuration for the SMTP. We're now going to go back and continue our example of the Epicor ROI Epicor email shop there. So we've configured it all there, and we're pretty much good to go with the SMTP configurations. So the next thing that I need to do at this point is to create my email marketing campaign email. So I've got a couple that have been set up. So I've got a weekly shot here, I think, that I've created. If I go there, we can say, here is another picture of myself. Why not? And then there's an HTML link there that if I view the link there, we can see it goes to google.com. That is linked weekly shot 2. I've got another one, weekly shot 1, with no, we don't, as you can see here. And one of the things I want you to know about this is there's a coupon number. So people get a unique ID that when they contact the customer center or the external website that we are, mailing them list for our regular newsletter or product updates or so on and so forth, that they can enter it or quote. And then that can be used for further analytics down the line. Now, you see, a lot of people say to me, as I said, with these programs, marketing lists, marketing campaigns, marketing advertisements, so on and so forth, you've got things like actual budget, estimated revenue, actual revenue, those types of fields, and they go down to event level. And, when you look through Epical, you see that marketing and advertisement is in fact, marketing campaigns and events are in fact linked through to everything from sales orders at top level, quotes at top level, projects at top level, quotes and sales orders linked to projects, jobs based off that. So you can see, or I hope you can see, the benefits of that integrated database, of those KPIs, and the analytics that we can create from them to help streamline our business. One of those ways, as I said, is Coupon One. So you can add a coupon to an email, and in its response, we can use that for further data storage and reporting. This image here, I've manually resized this image, so you have to be careful, because how it looks on the screen here may not always look like how it looks in the email. So my solution for that is to create an image of a specific size, and then we use that to datum the data that we're putting then into additionally into this HTML box as well. All right, so we've created our marketing advertisement. Then what we've got is quite important, in fact, is a marketing, actually, let's go back here, marketing coupon. So marketing coupons essentially a customized publication ID. So if we see here, we've got Coupon One there, but essentially it's marketing publication. So, it's like, marketing advertisement is, we treat you right, and then we're going to publish that in Modern Machine Shop. But I've changed the terminology for the purposes of this mass email function. So there's our Coupon One created there, and we can use that, as I said, for analytics and reporting down the line, BI or operational. So as I said, the next thing that I've got to do is create my marketing list. There should be a unique campaign and a unique event for each list for this email shot. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to go and create some defaults. So I go to marketing campaign. I've got an existing one here called Call Out Phone Blitz. And if I go to October Blitz here, we've got that coupon, and we've got that with Weekly Shot 1. So if I go back to Weekly Shot 1, we've got that coupon value, and that's stored against this marketing event in a marketing campaign. October Blitz 2, we've simply got our email shot with no coupon code. And then if I go to another one that I'd already created, Sorry Blitz, hasn't got a publication, but we can see here this is another where I've resized or created the image, or actually we'll create another one in a minute. Actually, we'll run this one, so I can just insert the image at its basic size. That's its basic size. So that's how it will look on the screen. So what we're going to do is run a couple of these emails momentarily. So this campaign is all set up. So what we need now is to link this campaign and campaign event actually to a marketing list. As I said, these defaults need to be set up. So if you are creating a new one, I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment. So we've got an existing one here already. So in this case, we are going to our marketing list maintenance. We'll find our Sorry campaign. So actually, this is October Blitz 2. So which campaign is that going to be running? Let's just create a standard one. Okay, weekly shot 2 with no publication. Weekly shot 1 with a coupon. Let's fire them all off. Why not? So let's go. But one of the key things about this marketing list maintenance here is you've created your maintenance, you've linked it to a campaign and event, and you've also linked it to a BAQ, which the BAQ which I've been discussing, which will retrieve your two fields. So, you created your advertisement, you created your coupon, you've imported your data, you created your campaign and list, and now you want to essentially run the process to send those SMTP emails. Now, essentially, you do that by passing off to the server, because as you can imagine, sending hundreds of emails could take a lot of machine resources. So we'd rather leave that to the server. So the first thing that I do is select my marketing campaign, and then I select the appropriate marketing event, which is set up for the mail out. And we submit that process to the server. And then at this point, what we're essentially doing Sorry, you have to excuse me, but essentially my as it always does, we've got a little gremlin in there, in that my application pool crashed, so some unexpected behavior. Anyway, let's just try to resubmit it. So if I go back to my sorry blitz, for instance, another blitz, and submit that, hopefully my app server worker process on the server won't die on me this time. Or it only happens when I'm filming, by the way. So that process has been submitted. Now, if I actually go to my system agent, essentially what system monitor will be able to see, there you go, the process has been completed, and at some point we should see an email received. So as you can see here, an email's popped through, and I am going about to show you the results of that. So if I go to my email inbox, and I go to this phone blitz email, as you can see, it's been sent successfully from this person to this person, and all those settings, in fact, as well, are in fact set up on the marketing advertisement. So we have a bounce email, a from email, and a to me email. That helps the presentation of the emails in terms of who you think it's been sent to, who you're going to reply to as well. So if I reply to that, we've got our reply to address, which is info@roi.console, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we've sent our email, we've got a link, we've clicked it, function, click through, job done. And then if we go to our analytics for the day, let's say today, we can see here that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 emails sent to these addresses. One's been clicked, two have been delivered, 2 have been sent. So there's some great analytics there for you, and you can go all the way through from project-based jobs, all the way through to quote sales orders, back to marketing advertising campaigns and campaign events, and split out all those financials, to judge your costs against your your revenue and all that sort of good stuff. Now, what I'm going to do is go away and create a new one for you so you can actually see it in process. The first thing that I'm going to do is create a new campaign. We'll call it Cam2. And so my bounce is all going to be from, let's say, the bounce email, which is going to be the reply to, which is put. I tell you what, we'll just do them all the same. So in so we're now going to create our mail shot. Okay, so I'll give this one a can you see description. I'll clear it and I want to reload it just to make sure, because there have been some issues prior to this. So can you see email shot on? It's not there, but I'll refresh. And it is there, so we just had to get that data view into view, because it's a UD field that this uses actually. All right, so that's my email shot. It's called Cam2. My marketing advertising, I'm going to keep the same email import. I'm not going to use a coupon in this case, although I have to now, because I've got to create a marketing list. I've now got to create a default marketing campaign event. So if I go back to my phone blitz, and I'll create a new event. And the title of the email is in fact the event description. So I'm going to put something descriptive here, like okay, just high valued customer. And the activity type, you know, again, there's going to be enforced regulation here. You know, you can enforce regulation and configure that in user code maintenance to make sure that the activity type is either a direct mail or an email blitz before you're allowed to select an HTML enabled or an email shot enabled marketing advertisement. All right. So in this case, I'm just going to use advertisement. If I wanted to, what I could do with regards to the publication is create this coupon. We'll call this coupon 2. And we'll see the benefit of using something like that. So what we can say is a 10% discount on product. Save that. Go back to my marketing advertisement. Put that in there. So, you know, this link here can obviously be pointed to any type of page you want. That could be an active server page or a PHP page, which takes that coupon, takes the email address, takes the user, you know, and, you know, it stores it somewhere in your integrated ERP database for analytics and reporting. So anyway, so that's my advertising campaign modified. Let me go back and recycle that, and in fact put that coupon in there, which is 10% discount on product. All right, so that's my marketing campaign, which has been saved. at this point. So I've got my activity type, the advertising has been created, the publication has been created. Look what we've got here: budget, total cost, estimated revenue, actual revenue. That's at event level. We've got start date, end date, project ID. You go at the parent level: budget, total cost, estimated revenue, actual revenue. So this could be a campaign that lasts 12 months, and every month or every week you've got a different blitz with a different email campaign and different coupons. So you can see the benefits of that. So let's now take this marketing campaign, email marketing campaign, and pass that on to sorry, I've got to go back and create my list. Sorry, I forgot to do that. I'll create that too. Where are we? We're at the high value customer, are we? Yes, I am. And then I need to select my query. In this case, I'll just select the same one that I've been using, save that, clear it, and load it again, because we've been having issues with saving queries. Just some out of the box Epicor, ambiguities. All right, so my list campaign is set up there, and we're good to go, or we should be good to go. So hopefully we won't crash any W3P worker processes. Right, so here we go. Phone blitz, high valued customer, submit, and let's see what happens. Blammo. Email shop process is complete with the status equal to complete. So all we got to do, sit back, wait for our email to arrive. I can delete that. And there you go. So if I load up that, it's from kjavid@marriagemillions.com to kjavid@marriagemillions.com. We've got that. Hey, can't you see the codes? You can find it here. Well, there's some HTML missing there. So let's go back and resend that. There must be an issue. Again, while I'm reporting, I haven't seen that behavior. It should have included all the HTML, but it's just being because I'm recording it, it's being like that, obviously. Because if I go back to my marketing campaign or advertisement, you should be able to see that it's just being. Oh, it didn't save. Okay, cool. Okay, and what I'm going to do, in fact, is dirty the parent row. And I think that might be why I've got this issue. So it's just a minor issue. It's not a showstopper. It's not going to kill you, and it's easy to to rectify. Can you see? So there we go. We've got that there. Saved it. Let's now go and process that email shop campaign again. See if we get the right HTML. So as you can see, you've got all these emails which are pointing to me, info, and so on and so forth. So it is what it is. So what we've got to do is there you are. Process is now complete, and we should be able to see the results of that email in our inbox. Or because you know what these SMTP servers are like. So I'm just going to put the recorder on pause, and we're going to wait for this to arrive, and then you're going to be able to see the results. Okay, so I've waited an appropriate amount of time for the SMTP server to catch up with itself. I've received the email. As you can see there, if I open that email up, we've got our coupon code there. you know, for a discount, or for, you know, any other type of KPI you're applying to a quote, product, customer, you know, project, job, anything you like. All right, so that pretty much covers everything in this CRM mass email module. If you've got any interest in it at all, then by all means, feel free to contact us. 0844 884 5993 or at info@roiconsole.co.uk. Thanks very much. Have a great day.